Welcome, this is episode 3 of Watch This Space, and this is the end of week 7. We're down at our project Kilworth, which is the HMO conversion. We're going to take you inside, show you around, see what progress we've made, and also make sure you watch until the end because we've got some really exciting news that we're going to share with you. So the most notable difference is that we have now got scaffold. And shout out to Dean and his team at DWJ Scaffolding. Really good guy and good team he's got around him. So
turned it around nice and quick for us, didn't it?
Yeah, and obviously we've got the wrap on that to keep us watertight. Obviously, you know, we're early November now, we're going into the winter months. And obviously we're doing the loft conversion, so it's important that we can work through all conditions.
Keep the elements of the boys.
Keep the elements, so we look after the boys. It's obviously going to get really cold over Christmas and the New Year, so we've got to pull that. Let's go across and take a look. So obviously on the scaffold packages, we've got 3 quotes, didn't we?
Yeah, we went to three different subbies, 3 different quotes. They all varied, didn't they, really? There
or thereabouts, but yeah. What were the 3 quotes?
I think the first one was nearly 5.2.
Yeah, I think it was 5.2.
We had a 4.
Yeah, 5. Well, yeah, we had a 5.2, a 5 grand, and Dean. We agreed with Dean at 4,200.
Yeah,
so
it's a big cost, but it's worthwhile. You need it, don't you? So
yeah, it's probably the main cost, I guess, of doing the loft conversion.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So that's where we are. Yeah, let's go inside.
Have a look.
Have a look around. And as you're going to be seeing much more of us over the next 6 months, all the team included, thought it'd be a really good touch for the guys to introduce themselves and to tell you what they do within the team. And this is like 4 of the team. We've got other guys as well on other sites, but we're just going to whip around. The guys are going to introduce themselves. So first, got my labourer, Tommy.
Tommy Edney, obviously a property investor, teamed up with Mitch on this property. And another potential one. Ex-builder as well. A failed builder.
QS.
Yeah, QS. Started life as a QS, yeah. Started life as a QS, set up my own building company, and now...
Stripper.
Yeah, stripper. And now I'm here.
I'm Luke. This is my 3rd project with the boys. On this one I'll be doing all the metal framing, plasterboarding and a lot of the carpentry work.
I'm Tom, I'm a ground worker. I get involved with the gardens and the strip outs mainly.
Hello, my name's Luke Moore. I'm a trained carpenter joiner and we've been doing Mitchell's works for about 4 or 5 years now. We started off on a few refurbs and now we're doing the HMOs.
Hi, I'm Russell Morrissey. I tend to do all the gardens on the jobs. This is probably my 4th or 5th project with Mitch. I'm normally the first one on site to strip out, do all the donkey work, along with Tommy over there.
Not the first one here in the morning though.
I'm always the first one here in the morning, put the kettle on, make sure the site's clean. And I do the gardens, I do carpentry, general bits and pieces, get involved in pretty much as I can. And that's it, really, that's me.
Yeah, so in this area not much has changed. Just using it storage, but one thing we have done is we've blocked up the old chimneys. We actually didn't do that on previous projects. We would just basically take out the chimney breast, that leaves like a little void. And we used to just batten the wall and then fireboard, but the building control now has requested that we block up the void, and I think that is to support the external skin of the wall, but we'll check with Luke on that.
You think it leads to a single skin though?
It leads to a single skin, so we just have to make it so we
beef it up a bit.
Beef it up so it's a little bit stronger. So we're up on the 1st floor now towards the rear, and as you can see, we've started to put up our internal stud walls. Obviously, prior to that, we bonded all of the joints on the fireboard, so that's all fireproof. And now we're just putting up our stud walls. So this is actually one of the bedrooms.
It's not so bad.
It's actually a real size. This is bedroom number 6. So
bathroom this one, isn't it?
Yes, the front door is here.
Yeah.
And that's the bedroom. It's got a really large bathroom area.
I think that's the big thing for us. It's getting the layouts right, isn't it?
Yeah, there's always a bit of
sockets in the right place, ain't it? Yeah.
It's,
I think especially now you know what furniture you're putting on previous projects, it's getting a bit more bulletproof, ain't it? You know exactly what's going in and where.
I mean, we're definitely improving. I mean, this is probably the 4th or 5th one we've done now, but obviously we get building control drawings like this where it will stay, sockets, lights, data points, etc. And if you're a developer, you know that you see it on paper is one thing, but then you see it in the build. It almost like doesn't work. So we're actually taking a lot more time now to work through the drawings and get them right before we then actually start running cables and pipe work and stuff like that on site. So which we've got to do that actually. At the moment we're just forming the walls, getting a feel for the rooms. And then once we know sort of the layout of furniture, we'll finalise socket positions, lights, etc. And that's actually a really good tip. Don't just rely on what the architect does on the drawings. Make sure it works, because sometimes
different ballgame to get to site, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's walking through.
So we've got off-suite toilet and off-suite shower room. That's for the room up the top, which we'll show you now. That's the only room in the house that hasn't got its own ensuite, ain't it? So
so it's an off-suite.
Yeah. So these have to obviously come down and use these areas, but it's quite handy having a toilet, isn't it? Anyway,
the community toilet's worthwhile having. If you have any problems with any of the other toilets, at least you've got one
somewhere for people to go. So
and that's the same thing with the off-suite.
Yeah.
I know this is 4 bedroom 3, but worst case scenario, if one of the other
we can open up to the other, can't we?
And that's the key. We probably could have gone ensuite for bedroom 3, but because we needed the
staircase
access now up into the lofts, we've had to have it as an off-suite.
It's not the end of the world, is it? So
they work for us and coming through. Okay, so looking above,
we've got a hole.
Yeah.
We have a hole.
Yeah, so we just
coming through. This is all corridor now. This is the bedroom 3, which, as we've just discussed, that's the ensuite.
So in an ideal world, without the staircase there, we could have squeezed.
Don't
delay it here, couldn't we?
We have done that in the past, so it sits there, but obviously because we're going to need the return staircase up into the loft for the 2 rooms upstairs.
This is actually a nice room, though.
It's good. Yeah,
it's a nice room. Yeah.
I don't know what size this is, but this must be 9-10 square metres, so it's quite nice.
This is a nice room. They both are, aren't they? And that one in there is so.
Goes through. So obviously this is then all. Where's the bedroom door for it to be that sort of clear?
Yeah, I think we can.
Might be. Oh, that's it. Yeah. So bedroom. This is bedroom. So
Shower room. Just a bit of support there.
So just ignore this, because we put these supports up. As you'll see, we've obviously brought the steels through up in the loft, so we're just taking the flex out of the ceiling there. So as you can see, as we mentioned downstairs, we've blocked that all the way up to make that stronger.
We took the chimney out, didn't we, with the loft extension?
Yeah, so as you saw in the last video, we did the gallows brackets and we mentioned that now we did loft conversion, that whole chimney breast may have to come out, so we had to remove all of that. And the chute, the scaffold helped massively with that in terms of clearing.
Getting rid of it, wasn't it? So
clearing it, so.
Happy days.
It's going to be a nice bedroom, this. So we're down in the dungeon, we're down in the basement, and basically one of the things we've done this week is we've dug troll pits to establish...
the footing depth.
You've got to introduce yourself, by the way, as well, Luke.
I'm Luke. More developments.
The main man.
Head of the build
team.
Yes, that's me.
So what have we done here, Luke?
Yeah, so basically, when we spoke to building control and also we spoke to the structure engineer, we needed to determine the depth of this footing here.
Yeah.
So this is only holding the internal floor, so it's not as deep as, say, the exterior wall.
Right.
So as long as we need to come down from here to have our makeup of our floor, which is going to be probably, about 100 mil. Then you've got your insulation, then you've got your screed. So we want to come down.
We need to keep our red eye, don't we? Look, that's the.
This is it. We've got about 2.2 at the moment, so really we're not far off it from here. So what they said when they said on the email the other day, as long as we don't go below this, which we're not going to,
Yeah.
We can dig down to the bottom of the footing and then build up with floor makeup. Like
So ultimately, so we're going to basically dig down, take it away by about 250 mil,
Agreed.
and then replace it with Celotex, screed, tanking to come back to this floor level, but we're insulated. And then
come down to make good what makes best.
And then we ensure we've got the head height at
well, 2-2 really, because that's what we want. But I mean, this won't come into play because that's going to be a wall as well.
our stud walls. So that won't come into place. It's
We've got to get new drainage in for the bath as well. Like.
Yeah, exactly that. I mean, obviously we've got the little plant room down there, so that'd be ideal. We'd probably just have a little basin there.
Yeah.
Come out.
Get
The
out.
rain's just down. But I mean, once you go down and you start making good, I mean, it's not you've got it. You just know what to do.
Because I might think we've got to tank up the walls, everything.
I think it's got to be completely wrapped
Yeah.
up into there because actually your dam is probably about here.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to probably just have a whole
Yeah.
Yes, I mean that is something that we've not done previously. So
yeah, it's some days, isn't it? But I mean,
it's something that we're going to look into.
It's a waste of an area, like.
Yeah, it's such a big
It's a
space
big
down here. We've got to
Yeah.
do something with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully we'll have a bit more information on that on the next episode. But yeah, that's all that's happened really down here. But
yeah, the good thing is that we know it is feasible.
We can do it.
That's
yeah.
the first
yeah,
step.
yeah.
Yeah. As long as we can go down enough to come up,
Yeah.
we can. So
yeah,
that's the main thing.
coming through, we're now in the open plans kitchen, diner, lounge, and as we said on the last episode, that this space is going to be about 37 square metres, which is a great size. Actually, you can see that now. Now we've actually
Right to the back, can't
we've actually opened up that wall. We've put the steel in, and you can actually see. I mean, I know this is here, but you can actually see the extent of the size of this room. So where Tommy stands in, that is the extent of the room. So it's going to be a really nice
area, man.
communal space. And as I said, yeah, steels have been put in.
Yeah, it's all been opened right up now. So just a catwalk box lid will go in the back, and then yeah, we're good to go. We can start putting the roof on this then.
I think that really opens it up quite nice. It's really nice and light in this room now as
I
well.
think we mentioned before we put the roof light in here, aren't we? To give some nice light. So
Yeah, so we've got to use the blocks. The original single door's been blocked up. We're going to block up so that head height flows through of the kitchen. We're going to have skylight lantern up there on the flat roof, and then this is going to be a set of nice French doors. So it makes it really nice and light.
onto the courtyard,
Going out to the garden.
which is now finished, ain't it? Apart from the last few bits. But,
Finishing touches, but I mean, obviously we've got held up on this. The weather's been shocking over the last couple of weeks. Just hasn't stopped raining, so it's been a bit difficult. But
majority's done, ain't it?
courtyard. What a little
Oh yeah,
mascot
It's
cat.
like a pet.
Yeah, so obviously to finish this off, we'll backfill that with some shingle or some decorative stones or something. But yeah, basically the garden is
It
done.
looks much better, doesn't it? Big up,
So first things first, on Monday what we've done is we temporarily supported the underside of these just because we're going to be walking on them, and they weren't made for that as such. So and then what we've done is we've done our pockets, which I mean we've cemented them in now, but we had big holes here and obviously parallel on the other side there was 4 of them, and then we sat our plates on level. We used the laser and buzzed all the way around so they're ready for the steels. And then we put a hole at the front and we basically just threaded them through. Just come through, slotted it in.
Yes, what was quite nice is that the road that we're doing this on is quite a wide road, so we can have high ab access, parked up outside, craned through the pocket, straight into position.
Yeah, do you know what? I mean, it actually went too well. It was like absolutely easy. I mean, but I think about 10:15 they were really done.
Yeah.
So
I'll turn up about 10:30 and it's done.
It was done.
Yeah.
He comes
he was
in-
waiting around the corner.
Shit, man. As soon as I have drive, I'll
Yeah, he's like, yeah, where do you need me? Yeah.
Yeah. So, but then when they put the 2 in, we then get our floor joists in, and this one is for the ridge. So we're now working towards getting the floor ready, beefing up these timbers here, which is what they've asked for. That's a 6x2. Get all them through there, then we're going to remove the ridge plate still. So that's going to be probably done next week. But that's kind of where we're going, and then we'll continue the floor. And
So really, to have this dormer then formed and done, so you can get the full feel of it. That'll be
I'd like to say end of next week.
End of next week,
Yeah, because the thing is, you do that Monday, and then once you've got the steel there, you can remove all of this.
that, yeah.
You can then do your floor joists. Within a couple of days, you'll have this floored out.
yeah.
The stair guy's coming to tell me what he exactly wants for the stairs, but then it's a case of throwing out walls up.
The staircase will be a straight run in.
No.
So
it's going to come up and then it's going to wrap around itself.
okay. Oh yes, it comes up this
So
way.
it comes up, up to here. So, I mean that may go this way, or I think that wall's coming out, so it comes up. But I've left as much space as I can. I moved this steel slightly more this way,
just to give enough space.
just so he could have as much room as possible. But
Yeah, so just to give you an idea on cost, obviously we spoke about the cost of the scaffold today. I've just actually had the invoice through for the steel. So so just talk us the size of steel we've got. So we've got back down in the kitchen. We've got a couple of steels.
yeah, there's two steels. You've got
Loft
one
it on.
203 UC, I think it was. Then you've got another 152. They're all about 5 metres, 3 metres. These are 6 metres. These are 203s.
So we've got two 6 metre steels.
Yeah.
Also,
And then you've got the Ridge, which is a 152, which is slightly smaller, but still pretty.
yeah. So
Yeah. What was that?
Yes, the cost of the steels with the high ab
Guess, have a
delivered.
guess.
Go on, you guess. Tommy said £4,000.
I went in at 4, including the cranes as well.
Yeah, because the crane's probably going to be 6. Yeah, I mean just short of 5, 4.8.
£2,500 plus
No.
VAT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Danny's the one.
Yeah, £2,500 plus
Good
VAT
boy,
for the steels.
He's
So,
he's well on that. Yeah, he's fair.
and remember, obviously, the VAT on
Wow,
the
that's really
VAT on the
good.
HMO is obviously only 5% because it's a conversion. So, so
And we had
£2,500.
them within
I
a
didn't know
week.
that.
Yeah,
I didn't
Yeah.
know that, no.
yes, all VAT on HMO conversion is 5%. So,
Yeah, and he was, wasn't he? He was spot on. I mean, we literally ordered
Good
them
job, wasn't it?
the
Quick
next
turnaround,
week.
wasn't it?
Yeah,
yes,
Use him again, definitely.
yeah.
yes, this should really take shape. But we are monitoring the cost of the loft conversion because obviously we've got other projects coming up. And
Well, you've subbed them out previously, haven't you?
this is the thing, we have subbed out loft conversions to date, but where we've sort of grown and upskilled the sort of our build team, this is the first loft conversion that we've done.
Yeah, and also the last one at Old Saffron Road.
It
that
wasn't
had a
a-
floor. That was a half.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
just the dorm.
Yeah.
So that was existing dormer. So
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
good for us to know this cost
What
us
the
X
cost is,
amount,
yeah.
weren't it? Labour and materials.
This is as involved as
As
one.
it's
Yeah,
gonna
it's
be.
worst case scenario, really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's a bit of an exercise to work out what the cost of this loft conversion would be, and obviously then we'll make the decision off the back of that whether we're going to do that on other projects going forward. So,
Yeah.
but so far,
Perfect.
touch wood. So, as I said, we had some exciting news to share with you, and that is that we've entered into an exclusivity agreement to buy a second HMO in the Edney Nunn joint venture company. It's a large 150 square metre house which we're going to convert into a 7 or an 8 bed HMO, depending if we go into the loft or not. And here she is.
Here's the beauty.
This is Leamington Road.
Needs plenty of work.
She needs a lot of work.
A lot of work.
But we've got this for a really, really good price. We bought this house for about 300 grand. Well, we did 300 grand. To give you an idea, we bought Kilworth for 375.
Is this the cheapest you've bought?
This is probably the cheapest house I've bought to achieve a sui generis HMO. 300 grand. This will be an all money out deal. So, in terms
The
of
best
numbers,
deals.
the best deals. Yeah, the ones where you don't leave any money in. So I think the house would be about 300. As a 7 bed HMO, we'd probably spend about 130. Standard in 430, but we should achieve a 625 valuation, 600, 625. So put all of our money out, and this will generate gross income of about £5.5 grand a month on the 7 beds. So yeah, to
Come in.
fold one into the pipeline, to take you inside, and needs a load of work, which is just how we like them, really.
Beauty.
So this is all very
We're going to
mauve.
keep the carpet this one, aren't we? Probably leave the decorations the same as it is, won't we? So,
Yes, this was a probate sale, so we're obviously buying this off of the estate, and we're dealing with the executor of the will. This was on the market actually, but we managed to secure it the day it came on the market. I think someone was buying it and they got cold feet, pulled out, went back on the market, and we.
You've done a deal with it.
Yeah, I think Tommy, you sent me the link.
Yeah, I went in the area, literally see it, sent Mitch the link, and you got a viewing book straight away, didn't you?
Yeah,
and done the deal. So
I think within a few hours of Tommy sharing me the link, we'd booked the viewing. And actually, if you go onto my reels on Instagram, you'll see me walk around the house and negotiate with the agent at the time, put the offer forward. So yeah, you can see we're action takers. We actually do what we say we do, not just talk about it. So yeah, let's walk through.
a lot of work, ain't there?
Fully stripped out. Obviously, again, we'll take out the chimney breasts, which actually something has changed recently, and that's we were talking about building control on Kilworth, where they've now wanted us to block up the void within the chimney breasts. They've also
They use gallows, will they, either?
no. So this is the thing. So on the last job, they let us use gallows brackets when removing chimney breasts, but now they actually want a full steel front to back with a steel plate rather than gallows brackets. So that's something we need to reconsider, because there's probably
Be a bit more trickier to get in the middle.
there's a bit more work.
Yeah.
It's about £1,000 worth of steel to remove the chimney breast. Yes, it's still something you would do because, again, the additional space.
I think we've got 3 chimneys in this house,
You
haven't
know,
we?
so there's 3 chimneys to remove. So an additional cost there, but
It's worth it.
it's just obviously we do everything properly, all above board to regs and everything. So it's got to be done. Coming through, we've got there's a toilet there, but we're going to block that up. That's going to be the ensuite for bedroom 2.
Yeah, so kitchen diner area. This chimney and wall will come out.
Because you've just been sent the floor plan for this,
Yeah.
haven't you? So I think this area is about 26 square metres. So this central chimney breast runs from the top down. Obviously, we'll remove it from the top down anyway, and that will create a really nice open plan with
We've got a
diner kitchen.
25 metre squared area. So
25 is a good area.
nice size area.
And what we'll do is, again, we'll maybe block up the windows and probably have a wrap-around kitchen, block up the door again and a single window, and then put French doors at the back. So yeah, it's the old backbone. As you can see, it needs a lot of work, but again, you know, we always completely strip out the houses, go back to brick, so we've got a completely blank canvas. So it actually doesn't really matter to us what the condition is like inside, as long as the house is structurally sound. And
Which it is, and so we're going to survey, mate. So
I mean, have a look at the garden though. It's like the Jumanji out there.
what Maxim said the other day about the access then.
Yeah.
What's she saying? There's an access from
I think there was an access. I think actually
down the back.
that alley there is an
Yeah.
access, but no one's going to maintain that. It's a little also overgrown, but again, some of the plaster's blown there, but the brickwork externally is absolutely sound.
Yeah.
We've got old aluminium windows here, so we will have to replace some of the windows. I think it's part UPVC, part well, that is UPVC for the roll. So
We've got an option to do the loft on there, and I ain't if we want.
yeah, it's just whether we want to do it or not. It makes a 7-bed HMO, 6
Yeah.
ensuite, 1 with an off suite. And I guess what we're kind of doing is we're seeing how well the loft conversion goes at Kilworth before we decide if we're going to commit to the loft on this. But the way it's going over there, we have actually considered doing a loft and making this an 8-bed HMO rather than 7. So I reckon by the next episode we would have made that decision.
Yeah, we know what we're doing, yeah.
Watch your space. Watch your space.
Watch your space again. The name is sticking, mate.
So that's the end of episode 3. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, we'd really appreciate it if you like the video, share, maybe even leave a comment, and we'd really appreciate if you subscribe to the channel.